At Youth for Technology Foundation, we are about the magic of technology. Really what this means is introducing innovative and grassroots programs that address concrete realities in some of the rural and low-income communities we work with. Over the last 10 years of doing this work, we have taken a grassroots, bottoms-up approach to development. In other words, our team goes out to communities that we intend to implement these programs in, and what we do is we informally, in a non-threatening manner, talk with community members, ask them what their needs are, what they envision a program that would help them address those needs will be. And then we go back and we develop these programs that really address these needs of the communities. Typically, we work with young people between the ages of 8 to 25, as well as some of their associated community members, like their mothers, for instance. Our programs are innovatively designed to help these people achieve their greatest potential. Our Tech Kids program is primarily for young people between the ages of 8 to 12, and it provides a basic introduction to technology. I remember a couple of years ago, we had a young boy come to one of our centers, and he was 5 at that time, and typically our programs start at age 8. But he had such a passion and a willingness to learn about the computer and technology and the opportunities that it can afford him and his families that we brought him on board. His name was Tochukwu, and prior to starting the program, Tochukwu considered computers to be a black box, and he thought, you know, I would talk to this machine and it would talk back to me. By the time he completed the program, he knew a lot more about computers, but not just computers in themselves, but really as a means to providing him and his family with a lot more opportunities, as well as a tool for learning. Our Tech Teens program introduces young people between the ages of 13 and 18 to how to use technology as a tool for learning. Unlike many developed countries where technology forms a part of the educational curriculum, in developing countries, it still is not a fundamental part of the curriculum. In the US, for instance, most schools focus on science, technology, engineering, and math, also known as the STEM curriculum. In developing countries, the focus is still just on basic math, English, and science, which is why after-school programs such as the ones that Youth for Technology Foundation offer are so important. In the Tech Teens program, our young people learn how to creatively use appropriate technology to solve issues in their communities. In the past, for instance, we had a group of young people actually take out audio recorders and go into their communities and listen to elders tell stories, folk tales, and then these young people came back to our center and created an e-folktale guide, which other young people in the community were able to access and listen to these stories that the elders have told. This is just an example of a way that we use technology in the Tech Teens program.
I want to be a biochemist because biochemistry is all about humanities. It will help me to really help those in the world, especially in the aspect of health and investigations and finding out problems that leads to many problems with regards to health, and find out medicines and drugs that will help to better humanity. So that's why I want to go into biochemistry.
What has been your experience with computers or other technology since joining the Owerri Digital Village?
Actually, before I joined Owerri Digital Village, I've been able to know what a monitor is, CPU, the mouse. I can operate the mouse, can handle the mouse. I can also be able to send mails and read mails. But coming into Owerri Digital Village, I've been able to know much more things with regard to technology. At least I've been able to know Microsoft Word, front page, Excel, things that can help in calculations. And most importantly, I've known what PowerPoint is all about, the most interesting aspect of it. That's the animation and the annotations, things like that. They're really interesting.
Our Tech Communities program is really focused on the economics of technology. How do we transform the skills these young people have learned into jobs, either as enthusiastic employers or enthusiastic employees. In a recent visit to one of our centers in rural Africa, there was a young man outside of our center, and I noticed as he piled heaps of what seemed to be dirt, but what I found out later was actually burned remains of cow hooves, including bones, etc., as he piled them into bags that were very close by the center. And I really wondered what he was doing. And I remember going up to him and I asked him,
"You're pretty busy here with some of this waste material. Can you please explain to us what it is and what you're using it for?"
You know, these are wasted bones. And many people use it to maybe manufacture many things, such as animal feed. Some use it for breakable plates and cuts and other things. But my own work is to burn it like this, sell it to them. They themselves will use it as they want.
In production of those different things that you mentioned.
And after my conversation with this young man, I basically asked him, is there anything I can do for you or Youth for Technology Foundation can do for you? And he said, "Ma'am, all I need is networks. All I need is contacts." That is what Youth for Technology Foundation is about. It's about the democratization of technology. This young man, if provided with the appropriate tools, resources, will have the ability to develop regional markets in which to market his ceramic material and his ceramic plates. This is what we do at Youth for Technology, providing opportunities that otherwise would not exist for these rural people. Youth for Technology Foundation's Learn Nations is a cross-cultural global communications program designed to connect young people living in developing countries with young people living here in the United States. To date, we have worked with several schools and after-school communities in the United States, including St. Anthony's Elementary School in Long Beach, California, and a new relationship recently established with South Olmsted Academy in Louisville. The program connects young people using appropriate technology on an issue that is prevalent in their communities and that they want to learn more about and exchange ideas on. Most recently, one of the young students in St. Anthony's Elementary exclaimed that he didn't realize that the climate and the weather in Nigeria, for instance, was very different from Long Beach, California. So in addition to introducing these young people to technology, we're also introducing them and creating a better awareness of some cultural, geographic, and social issues that their different communities encounter. In 2009, YTF launched the Yes Youth Can program. This is a civic education program that empowers young people to understand what their rights and responsibilities are as part of a democratic environment. Young people are empowered to use appropriate technology tools and resources as a part of their social advocacy and in understanding their civic responsibilities. Beneficiaries of the Yes Youth Can program are equipped with mobile phones, which are used in their local communities to text message their teams as well as other individuals in their communities around peace-building efforts and potential election violence incidences. What the Yes Youth Can program hopes to achieve is a more enlightened population around what their civic responsibilities and rights are in Africa's nascent democracy. Youth for Technology Foundation has successfully implemented this program in southeastern Nigeria, and we are currently replicating the program in different communities in Kenya. Today, we are pleased with the development and the implementation of our programs at Youth for Technology Foundation. Together, we can and will make a difference in one person's life at a time. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, my name is Chris Martinez. I work for 2TRG. I was first introduced to Njideka from Youth for Technology in the early part of this year, and understanding her company in terms of using technology to give back to the communities that they work in for mostly youth and women, it seemed like a good fit for each of us to go ahead and put together an event for the greater good of the local community. What we did was we put on a e-cycling day, which encouraged Jefferson County residents to drop off their unwanted and unused assets to be properly disposed of. Did one of two things. One is it does not end up to a landfill domestically or exported to developing countries. The second thing was the assets that are actually could be remarketed or put back into use. We donated back to YTF, and they in turn put it back into the Louisville community for the greater good of increasing technology through education.
We are excited about our collaboration with Youth for Technology and Learn Nations. Learn Nations brings together youth from different cultures and countries to solve math and science problems using the appropriate technology platforms. This learning experience opens up amazing opportunities for our students to demonstrate their learning with their international peers.
Together we dream, together we achieve, together we win. Thank you, YTF, for helping us achieve great.